Hello and welcome to the Genuine Learning Blog. My name is Melissa Galasso, and today we're going to talk about a very new topic, which is the new IFRS sustainability disclosures, or in particular IFRS S1, which came out earlier this week. We knew this was coming. They were doing a very big launch of the new sustainability disclosures, and today we're going to take a look at just S1, or the first sustainability standard. So a little bit of background here. The IFRS Foundation completed a consolidation is the term that they used of the Value Reporting Foundation, or VRF, back in August of 2022. As part of that, VRF already incorporated the ISSB, the Sustainability Accounting Standards Board. And so as a result, we already had some ready-made sort of standards as they were getting ready to go through this acquisition. But the IFRS Foundation is the parent to the International Accounting Standards Board. And so as a result, they created a new standards board, the International Sustainability Standards Board, or the ISSB, and they are going to be responsible for developing a global sustainability disclosure framework for the capital markets. And so again, this was issued on June 26th, and it is the step in the right direction for what they want to achieve, which is to sort of build a set of disclosures that will be consistent and easy to apply. And so again, this is something that they have been working through. That acquisition was a big portion of being able to get this far. So the objective of this disclosure standard is to require an entity to disclose information about its sustainability-related risks and opportunities that is useful to primary users of general purpose financial reports in making decisions relating to the providing of resources to the entity. And so when we think about information about sustainability related risks, right, this can have an impact, for example, on cash flow. It can be related to a lot of different ways. It could be the natural environment. It can be the economy as they go through this. And so really this is resource driven as we look at it. And they do base this on a basic starting point, right? So S1 really isn't the details. It's more of the theory behind how does these disclosures work. And so a complete set of sustainability related financial statement disclosures are going to present all sustainability related risks and opportunities that could reasonably be expected to affect the entity's process or entity's prospects as they go through this. And so when we think about what is fair presentation, it's really about identifying those risks with respect to sustainability. Obviously, materiality is going to be a key consideration. So you're going to disclose material information about sustainability related risks and opportunities. And so when we think about this, the sustainability, it's going to be based on a materiality consideration. The reporting entity should be the same as the financial statement reporting entity. So this is part of just disclosures for the financial statement. So it's not a separate sort of sustainability report. It's really part of the financial statements here. In so much as that what they're trying to do is relate this information back. And so in terms of connected information between various risks and opportunities as they go through it. So the core content focuses on governance, strategy, risk management, and metrics and targets. And so when we think about governance, these are the controls that are used to monitor and manage sustainability risks. Obviously, strategy is the strategy that the entity uses to manage those risks. In terms of risk management, it's the process used to identify, assess, prioritize, and monitor the sustainability related risks. And then the metrics and targets may be the performance related items, right? What are we trying to achieve? We're trying to cut our carbon footprint, or we're trying to reduce waste by, right? So those metrics and targets are those opportunities and risks towards the targets that they have set or are required to potentially set by law or regulation. So obviously a key to this is going to be identifying those sustainability related risks, and they're creating a series of sustainability disclosures. So that's really the goal of the ISSB is to provide the types of disclosures and help people understand what are these sustainability related risks and opportunities. And if you are required to provide these disclosures as part of your general purpose financial report. So again, this is in there. Now you can go back to the ISSB standards since they haven't finalized the conversion of them all to the S1s that we're going to see, or S2, et cetera. And so you can look at the ISSBs as a guide as you're going through this until obviously they develop these out further. but an entity shall report its sustainability-related financial disclosures at the same time as its financial statements, right? So cover the same reporting period as related to the financial statements. And so this is really the goal of aligning with the financial statements. And again, unless either permitted or required, it would include those comparative periods, because the financial statements, if they're comparative, should also have comparative disclosures for sustainability. And if you are going to comply with these standards, then you would be able to say, as long as you complied with all of the sustainability disclosure standards, you can make an explicit and unreserved statement of compliance. However, you cannot make that if you do not comply with all of the requirements of the sustainability standards. And similar to a core framework that has to be developed, they talk about, obviously, there's judgments that have to be made and measurement, right? Estimation. We don't actually track how much airplane pollution. We have an estimate based on the number of miles and an average, right? So talks a little bit about judgments as well as uncertainties. And then potentially error corrections. And so you were going to be required, obviously, to correct material prior period errors by restating the comparative amounts, unless obviously it's just not practical to do so. So this is the first. We're going to look at S2 separately in a separate blog, but just wanted to expose you to the idea that the IFRS really has taken on sustainability disclosures as a key consideration here, and really link them to the financial statements. So making sure that these entities are considering these risks as part of the disclosures to help the users better understand. So we will talk about S2 after we come back from our wellness week. GLS takes a wellness week the first week of July. And so we're going to enjoy a much needed week off for our team here. And we will return on July 10th. And then we're going to do our Q2 and review to look at our Q2 issued and effective standards. And then we'll come back and we'll take a look at S2 as a result. So these are the next few blogs to expect, but we want to thank you guys so much. We hopefully are giving you what you need in terms of staying up to date on what's been issued and what is out there. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a wonderful Independence Day, and we'll see you in about 10 days. Thanks a bunch. Bye-bye.